Coming up on Sports Desk, we'll recap the winter season. Plus, we'll check in on an athlete to get their thoughts on how the spring season will be held. And we'll go back into the past to see how the spring teams did 2 years ago. Sports Desk starts now. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Sports Desk, the show that keeps you up to date on all Northern sports. I'm Logan Stewart, back in studio today. After a short and new and unique winter season, the Hounds came out and competed to make this season successful. After starting the season winless at 0-4, boys basketball came back and won 4 straight to have a 500 record. Jack Burke led the team with 84 total points this year. Their season was then cut short due to health and safety protocols. Girls basketball struggled at first, starting at 1-6, but then they won 4 of their last 6 games, going 5-8. Senior Sarah Cruzen led the team with 10.3 points per game. With many seniors on the team graduating, young players will look to come in and take their place. Boys bowling had an impressive year, going 4-3. Freshman Anthony Biles and captain Logan Stewart, wonder who that guy is, led the team in scores per game. With a young team and many freshmen, they will look to be a great team next year. And finally, swimming went 5-2. They have some seniors graduating this year. Good job to all winter teams this year.
Hi, I'm Shayla, also known as Shay, and on the basketball team I play a guard. And my favorite memory of this season would probably be doing a theme day, which was social media, which was really fun because I was TikTok. And I'd say our biggest win of the season was our last game against Holy Cross, because we really played as a team and as a unit, and we really started to bond. And because COVID was here, it was kind of hard to do that in the beginning of the season, but our last game, we did it. One thing that I'll miss about basketball is just really being with all the coaches and my classmates and the underclassmen, because I've been doing that literally all my life. So this was my last year. And one message to the team would probably be to enjoy it while you can, because it will go by so fast. And XOXO, I love you guys. Do great next season.
My name is Everton Sosa. I am a JV wrestler for the Northern Burlington wrestling team. The team right now, we're using up as much time as we can get that the school will allow us. We have to fill out questionnaires before each and every practice. We're still allowed to actually wrestle each other, which I've seen some teams in some different states, they weren't even allowed to actually touch each other, to wrestle. And yeah, I'm just glad it's like a more regular wrestling than some other states. Team goals right now, stay focused, stay committed, do our best. We gotta keep our focus on our match in a week, since it's our first match and we don't have all that much time to prepare for it. We want to win, we're ready, we're getting prepared, we're using up as much time, and yeah. My personal goals right now, get better as time goes on, keep my focus on everything that the team's doing, help my teammates.
For the past 4 years, Northern Burlington's softball team has been one of the best teams in the state. 8 of their 9 starters were seniors a year ago. The team had high hopes of making a deep playoff run and making it to the state championship, but they were cut short and they didn't even get to play at all. Here's our reporter with more.
Since 2016 to 2017 softball season, Northern Burlington has one of the best teams in the state. They were led by Haley Archer, who might have been the best pitcher Northern has ever had. She came in her freshman year along with Alexa Blue, Julia Marinick, and a few other young players. Their first year together, they went 20-5 and lost the playoffs to Ewing 2-1. The next year, they had a better year and went 23-3, losing in the sectional championship game to Steiner 1-0. In their third year together, the Hounds went 14-5-1 and lost again in the sectional semifinal round to Middletown North 1-0. Last season, the Hounds were expected to make the sectional championship and even move on to state championship, but those expectations were squashed because of the pandemic. Last year, Northern's entire starting line were seniors and did not get to play their final season. With all of them having graduated, the softball team will look to rebuild completely a new team.
The 2020 spring sports season was unfortunately cut short due to the pandemic, robbing many senior athletes of their final year of high school play. This year's senior class and underclassmen will really have to step up as the hope of completing a full spring season looms. Surely we will see many new faces on each team looking to make a name for themselves. Baseball went 13-8 in 2019. They made the sectional championship game that year. There were high hopes for the Hounds as they returned seniors Lorenzo Repak and Andrew Menichelli in 2020, but quarantine got in the way, ending the season before it even began. This year, the Hounds look to a new group of guys like Ryan Drombowski and Andrew Bressler, as well as juniors Drew Wires and CJ Fredericks to get them back on track. Softball won the division in 2019 with a record of 14-5-1. There were high hopes for the team last year as they were ranked a top 10 team in the state, but unfortunately could not play. They lost 8 of their 9 starters last year. The wrestling season was pushed to the sprinter season this year. Last year they went 16-5 and won the division. With most wrestlers coming back this year, they will look to win the division again this year. Girls volleyball was also moved to the sprinter season this year. In 2019, the girls went 19-9. Head coach Gene Darling won Coach of the Year. Many seniors graduated from the team, so young players will look to come out for the team. Boys volleyball went 12-13 2 years ago. All of their starters graduated, so we'll see new faces out there on the court. Boys lacrosse also won their division in 2019 for the 3rd straight season as they went 11-7. They look to come back this year with new faces on the team. Girls lacrosse went 11-11. With players returning from 2019, they will look to get back into their form to improve their record. Coach Malcolm and the golf team went 9-10. They will look to improve with many players returning from 2 years ago. Boys tennis went 5-6. With players returning, they will look to get a winning record this year. Finally, the spring track team had a record of 3-4-1. Good luck to all teams this season. That will do it for us on Sports Desk today. We hope to see you in June for our last episode of the year right here on Northern TV. Stay safe and have a good day. We'll see you next time.